Finally, I'm going to be talking about the different weapons that are used in Aikido. First is the jolt. It's a standard medium length staff. It's about 50 inches in length. And a lot of people say that it's best to have these custom made, however, because it's based off of your height. And when looking at measurements, they usually have to come up to midway or to the top of the chest, it seems. And that's if you're standing it up on one end. The next would be the mokuju, which is a wooden jukendo bayonet, and its average length is about 4.5 feet altogether. And um, these lengths are the same for children and adults in Aikido, but if you're in different martial arts, like judo or any other kind of martial arts, it usually the length is different between children and adult. Um, Next is the bokken, which is an oak wooden sword, and the weight and the shape is similar to that of a katana. And because of the oak wood, it's supposed to be like really good at absorbing other attacks from other weapons, whether that be like the jo or other bokken. And the average length is about 103 centimeters. Um, Next is the tanto, which is a short wooden sword. It is also called a knife at some points, and it's about 30 centimeters in length. Its shape is similar to that of a samurai dagger, and its purpose is to allow for close quarters combat. And finally, the last thing would be empty-handed attacks. And some schools, they specifically train students to be able to disarm a attacker that has a firearm, but other schools, they just practice the redirecting of attacks and to allow for both the attacker and the receiver to not be injured. And so they focus more on that than some schools that specifically stress disarming people who are holding firearms. But most techniques around all schools just put a emphasis on the concept of distancing and timing and footwork.